The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hello and welcome to this very special edition of our program, CHW in Action, with your friend, your host, your CHW, Rafael Calderon. Added an extra very special into this TV show because in this TV show, we actually have a positive outcome often by Pathways for Healing. And I have a person that can tell you better about that, better than me in this area, okay? My friend Kile. So let's welcome Kile back. Kile, thank you for coming back.
Me.
I should have
Excited to be
I should
here.
have bumped you because of COVID-19 and stuff
I
like that.
know.
I'm sorry.
We have the hand sanitizer, so
So we're good. We're
we
safe.
hands very well and rub it. Yeah, so we'll do that.
We should do a 30-second PSA on that because later on in the show we'll talk about this COVID-19 angle that I'm gonna hope to be able to awareness about, and maybe you can help me with that. Okay. But right now it's Pathways for Healing's time.
Okay.
So last time we were having I asked a question about 211. You accused me of putting you on the spot. So now it's time to do damage control because I love 211, but you know more. Let's talk about that. Tell us about 211 and how to navigate through the system, how to navigate through that system.
All right. So just a recap. As you know, as Pathways for Healing, we are a connector, a bridge between our community members, serving organizations that are working on substance use. So in the state of New Hampshire, a lot of these organizations, the main number to call is 211.
Okay.
So last time that question came up, and not just you, someone actually left a message on the video on Facebook.
So people are watching the video on Facebook.
So their question was about what 211 can offer.
All right.
So it wasn't just you, but I needed to,
Okay.
be able to like explore, and be able to help people navigate this 211. I completely agree with you. 211 can be difficult because it's not a 911 that has been in place where when you die 911, the ambulance, the police, the fire station, everybody shows up, and you know what station you're going to. Either be the hospital, pretty much, emergency room, and you know what's gonna happen when you get there. 211 is completely different. It's your number you call. So when you call 211, depending on the time. So last night at 9 p.m., I called 211. So it was on record live folks from 8 to 5, I believe. So anytime after 7, you have, they're referring you to that 911, any other emergency number. But if you call before 7, between the working hours till 7 p.m., you'll be able to speak to them. After you click, if you're seeking to talk to someone regarding substance use disorder, there's a button number 1. So then that directs you to a live person, takes some information from you, and what that person does, they direct you to the counselor that are working in the automation, and then they kind of directing you to the path that you should be going to get the help you are seeking for. So, but they won't drop the call, so they'll put you and then transfer you. But this happened between, I think, 8 to 7. So they will transfer you to a counselor. Now, kind of do a 30-minute or few minutes of assessment and get some intake.
Okay.
So when that counselor now take you into doorways programs, depending on the city where you live. You live in Manchester, we have a doorway that you can even walk in. You can go straight to 60 Roger Street.
Right. Say that again.
Number 60, 60 Rogers Street.
I'm just
Manchester.
asking to clarify. Question.
I just wanted to make sure you got that 60
Okay.
Rogers Street in Manchester.
I'm sorry. Okay. Innocent question.
And also,
Okay.
you need to know that in there they are open too till I believe from 8 to 5.
From 8 to 5.
So it's open. You can open it out and go there. Someone is right there. It's run by Catholic Medical Center.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be or some United Pathway.
I remember them, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's now run by the Catholic Medical Center. So you can walk in. We'll do the intake and also the assessment and be able to put you in the program that suits at the particular time. And
Okay.
the process continue from there. So we know that if you are seeking treatment, so you start with, let's say you call 211, or you go in always centers like 60 Roger Street.
Mm-hmm.
So they do normal intake and assessment, and then I only spoke with the individual that worked there today that there could be a wait list, so some people might have to be sent back and to wait an opening in the treatment center. So I can see where, the delays and the difficulties getting treatment that people.
But it is important to you, and I'm glad that I put you on the spot because now people know the address that they can go to.
Yeah.
Okay. And true, I mean, we all know 211, it is an excellent system. That because most of my work, I mean, I'm in the community, I'm walking around the community, talking to people that have immediate needs.
Exactly.
My job is to have a direct impact on people, a positive impact on people. So when I would grab someone, or would someone would come to me, because most of my thing is done by word of mouth. I need help right now, and I would call 211. Sometimes there would be that delay, but I would explain it because it's only normal. It's normal. There's a lot of people needing help, but I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't know the exact address of where they were until now. So you see, something good came out of putting you in the spot.
Oh no, I really have time, and I just needed to do more of my research, seek to understand more. So
Really, because you were giving me kind of like the evil eye. You said, Rafael, you put me on the spot.
yeah, and also to add to that, so in our process and doing this outreach, we've been pointing that we connect us. Right? We
Yes.
really want to connect our folks to resources. We believe New Hampshire has enough out there for everyone.
Yes.
Our people should know about it. Everyone should be able to utilize the resources to get well.
I agree because, no, New Hampshire has so much stuff that people don't know about. Keep trying to tell people, get involved.
Yeah.
And that's why I do this TV show with the help of Access Natural,
Exactly.
because to try to bring the message that resources. What we're trying to do is to connect people to those resources. That's what Pathways is all about, right?
And to help organizations who are serving, we have ways in New Hampshire. So we are also a resource for them. Because like today, if I could just jump into that.
I don't know. I'm so. Of course it is. This is your time. It's your time. The show is for you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Like today, we have someone who responded to our outreach and said, like, can you help me? I need to get treatment.
Awesome.
Okay, so one of our we went and take this individual, supported him, visited the center on Manchester, 60 Roger Street, and just like being and creating at least a sense of he has support because. For example, this particular person don't have families. Most of his families, the wife and kids, are still in a different country. So like we said, pathways for healing. Some people do have that family who are system.
But some people do not.
So some people do not. So for serving organizations like Doorways organization, being a TN, and those dynamic at play that might hinder an individual who can utilize the resources they offer, not being able to utilize that support system. So I think we come in to be that connector to like, okay, we'll go with you. Perhaps if we have not be there, walk this individual to this center, heal, she would not have gone there today.
Would not have gone there because that's what I keep trying to tell you. I mean, you know this, but come from people sometimes need to be guided.
Yeah.
It's not enough to tell them, call this number or go to this place. Sometimes they need that little push. Really excited to be part of Pathways for Healing because we are bringing a very, very much needed service to the community and the state of New Hampshire. Now, you mentioned an outreach worker made this happen. Who is, so we can buy him out, we can buy him an apple.
Oh, one of our outreach workers, Amisi.
Amisi.
Our very wonderful Amisi, who was on the first show we have, call the show up, this platform talking together. So Amisi was able to facilitate that into treatment today. So that is exciting.
I'm excited
And
about
I
that.
want to, on that note, really, coming here, you having this show in your
Oh, well. I'm touched.
okay. CHW in action. I really appreciate that you have created this platform, and as a result, because it's already an existing platform, we are able to just speedway.
What was that? Woo!
Able to speed like a speedway to this process of letting the word out and sharing what we're doing. So I really appreciate that. And Access Nashua, Dick, he's such a, I mean, you are jealous that he likes me now and taking good care of
No
me.
jealousy.
I'm going to give a shout out to him for his support and for letting us come in here and, just enjoy ourselves and share and for our conversation about what we're doing. And
I appreciate everything you have said and know that CHW in Action and Access Nashua are like you, people that want to do something good for Nashua and for Manchester and for the whole state of New Hampshire. So it really is an honor and a privilege for us to hear that because of this TV show, which is, okay, people in that community can benefit from that. You see, because it's what I'm telling you. If it weren't for Hamisi, that person might not have gotten that. If it weren't for you being the lead consultant, maybe it would have never happened. You know what I mean? And I can tell you this because I have some stuff that I want to show you, and I'll show you when we get back to Manchester. People that have come up to me to say that they saw the TV show.
oh, really?
And they want to talk more about it. You see? So this thing is working. So I want YouTube analytics to show you how the numbers have grown of people actually watching these videos that we make.
Oh, look at that.
So we are creating an impact. We are creating awareness, and impact. What we need now is more testimonies. We need to bring people here, or at least to give me 1-2 minutes of their time, and then bring them here. Okay. So what do you suggest? What message do you have for that community to open up, to come talk to us and give us a testimony?
Yes, together, that's for sure. We just happen to be leading this effort right now. So I want to tell us that we're all in this together. So they all have stories, success stories or individual stories to come and share to encourage another member of our community. Same, the whole message here is a message of hope, for our individual community members that, you don't need to suffer alone. Help out there. There's resources available. There's no reason why you should die in silence, whether you have families or you don't. That's what community is about. And then an organization to also know that, maybe some mechanism need to change in order to really reach out and the typical,
Person in need.
typical person in need. And we are also here to be that bridge and connect that they're looking for people of color that we can help them understand how to provide to them as well. And those cultural understanding that, is because we live in America that is multicultural. And sometimes there's not one way that you have to seek to understand. How do I do some things differently so I can better serve a particular population? Because it matters. Every one of us.
Every single one of us. And this is why I'm glad you mentioned that, so I can segue into that point that Pathways for Healings is for everybody, right? And we are in folks of color, mainly because we know that there is a need and there is a lack, there's a disconnect somewhere.
Exactly.
But
There's a gap.
There's a gap. The project is for everybody, every single New Hampshire resident. right? So that's why I want you all now to tell us again, if someone were to have a question about what we do, tell us a little bit more about our website and our Facebook page and how people, I mean, we know about Facebook, people can look us up, but on like the website, how can people find us?
Yeah, so we have the Pathways for Healing 603.org is our website, what do you call it, domain, URL. You type that in, Pathways for Healing 603.org. You'll find us there. Like those who you can find us on Facebook, Pathways for Healing. We have all the videos that we have. The discussions are on there. We'll continue to have more discussions. The discussion is our goal. So on the website, I would say right now is pretty basic information about, but we will continue to, upload more information, more videos. We really want to add to that website how to navigate one. Maybe do more videos that can help serving providers, right? How to connect groups if we can get, so that we kind of not only meeting the needs of the individuals, but meeting the needs of the organization who are doing great work. Resources for individuals who need treatment or who needs help, or just education, right? We know that for the mass, we all need to be aware. That's when COVID-19 hit everyone. There's resources out there how to take care of ourselves, so that just also. So there's a whole lot that we need to know. And there are a lot of organizations out there who are doing one piece of the work, or we want to be able to be that connector, that fill that gap, disconnect, like the folks.
We want to be that bridge that bring everybody together.
Exactly.
See, I said that before. Okay. See, speaking of COVID-19, I am about to start a new project to bring awareness and information, because I'm sure you know that right now most states in New England are red. Right now, the whole New England region is having like a second wave of COVID-19. To know more about it, but I didn't have resources to do that, or let's say, my research had not come to a point where I could use it. But now I have research slides that can show how the New England region, all 6 states, if not most of them, are now red. So I want to bring this message to our community of education and safety COVID-19, and the way that ties into what we're trying to do is that I have actually spoken with people. Remember the guy, that Mr. Cookie Soto?
Yeah.
Office? Yeah. He would go to places, to clinics, hospitals, wherever people were suffering or struggling, and he would go and talk to them, right? He would do some type of counseling, that because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
So there's this, I wouldn't say lack of information, but there could be more information within our communities about this, what the effects of it are, and that people need to respect it.
Yeah.
You know how many of our people, I mean people in general, but of our people, that they don't wear masks and they don't take this thing seriously? So something's coming, and I'll ask you to be a part of that. But I'm bringing it up here now in this interview because COVID-19 is preventing a lot of people that have needs for SUD services to get that help that they need.
Exactly.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, COVID-19, not just for people that could be utilizing the substance use disorder services from getting it. COVID-19 have imposed more, distress on everyone.
Yes.
All of our community folks, in America, statistics have shown that, people of color, even though we are just of the 100%, so out of the 100, we're 5% of New Hampshire population, but a lot of died, have suffered, got sick with COVID-19. Some of them are living with, the residual from COVID-19, so as a result of being affected by COVID-19. So it's very important, not just that it's keeping people away from, it's so important that we actually follow all the precautions out there and protocols, so that we can do the best we can to keep ourselves safe. And I understand that it's complicated when majority of folks of color, people of color, are frontline workers, right? Frontline workers, we know when they spend the first time, where a lot of people's lives were affected, there was not enough equipment. People suffered, or majority of folks are afraid because they were threatened. If you don't come back to work, you're gonna lose your job. So a lot of that really affect majority of minorities and low-income people who on that paycheck to paycheck from the frontline working condition. So, so definitely we need to continue the conversation, encouraging folks again to take proper precaution preventing this COVID-19, and so we don't continue to suffer severely, because we are all at risk, more at risk. Very few people can work from home, safe from.
And the unhealthy lifestyle that we live, that we have poor diets.
Exactly.
We don't really take care of our bodies all that well. So our immune systems are not as strong, which makes them susceptible to the
We
virus.
live in a society where they're dealing with race. So the color of your skin determines your health outcome.
Oh, I wonder what color that is, Kile. What color is that?
And their zip code determines that,
Okay.
And so a lot of these folks of color work 2 jobs. They don't have enough law. These are all things that you watch the news, is everywhere.
I'm a frontline walker. I'm out there.
Exactly.
In my new job, in fact, I just found out today that I'm going to have to start using my PPE protective, personal equipment, because we are hitting a second wave. There's a second wave coming, and we need to educate our community better. And that I have to give to 211 and to New Hampshire as a whole. New Hampshire has handled this COVID pandemic very, very well. I'm very, very proud of all the mayors that I've known. Our governor did a lot. Also, I am very proud of New Hampshire. So that's why I want to do my part.
Yeah, we all need to. We all need together. We are all in this together. I'm from Africa, in case you don't know.
I'm from the Dominican Republic, in case you don't know.
But the African proverb that says on everything, so we have to really get out of this me, I, and mine kind of mindset, collaborative kind of thinking,
As a unit, as a village.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? As in what I do affects you, and what you do affects me.
Definitely do.
So before I do anything, because I don't want it to affect you.
Exactly.
We need to bring that message back to our community.
Exactly. And be able to help one another, not just for me, but everyone else. And, push that message so people will take it seriously. Because there's that, it's not going to happen to me, but it's not going to happen to you.
No, and not only that, it's not like for my end, I don't wear a mask just because I like wearing a mask. It's for people that, even if I didn't believe, which I do believe in COVID, I want to protect those that don't. Because you mentioned earlier about one of the stressors of COVID-19 is single mothers, not to mention whole families, but many that have to basically teach their kids at school now and then go to work. So I want to give a shout out to my beautiful flower, my wife. She has to work, she works long hours. And now she has to get up earlier to teach her wonderful son. He's a wonderful kid, right? She has to help him with school and then get ready to go to work. So long. And then she comes home and she cooks this amazing food,
Look at that.
right?
You should invite me. What happened to you?
You know what? I'll tell
You're
you.
a good friend.
Well,
I like food.
Now I feel
Look at
guilty.
that.
Now I feel guilty. I'll ask her to cook a special meal for Kile, okay?
Good.
No, but I'm telling you that COVID-19 is affecting so many people. Single mothers are feeling it, single parents, families, communities. And again, I want to give a shout out to our state. And I want to give a shout out to our leaders, community like you, who are actually doing what you can to make things better. So thank you for making Pathways for Healing happen.
Yeah, I'm grateful that we have this opportunity, for sure. Talk about things like this that is really affecting all of us, especially at this time, because we live under this pandemic and there's so much stress. Talk about the
Way
school,
too much.
the remote learning, and people lost their jobs, and there's so much that the mind of a single person. But together we can support one another.
Together we can support one another, and God is with us. He will see us through.
Exactly.
And with that, Kile, we have run out of time again. See
I
what
know, we
happens?
always do.
See what happens when you have good conversations?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay? So thank you again for coming to our program. We appreciate it. Okay? You are welcome to come back anytime you want.
Oh,
Okay.
look at that.
There you go. And thank you for being with us. You said we have fun here. This is what it is. We help the community and have fun at the same time. We have a very cool community. This community of Nashua. I used to always say, I live in Nashua. I work in Manchester, but my home is Nashua. Now I can say I have two homes. My homes are both Nashua and Manchester. I'm in Nashua right now, so I want to tell you, my community of Nashua, my community of Manchester, join us. Join. Help us bring this message to our community. There are people struggling, there are families struggling with SUD services right now that they don't know where to go to. Message for people to call 211, for people to go to our website, our Facebook page, so we can all come together and help one another. And with that, I want to for your time, your friend, your CHW, Rafael Calderon. God bless you.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.